Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa, and if this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In any event, Soul Family, I'm so happy that you're here. And we're going to get into a reading. It's been a little while since we pulled some cards, and I actually had some out here that had been kind of calling to me for a little minute, and I did cleanse and pre-shuffle them, so we're going to get into them today. Happy May to you. If you are watching this when I'm uploading it, it is May 1st, but in any event, the messages are timeless. So whenever you're finding it is the right time for you. And as always, with any tarot reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the next person. But we'll go ahead and get on into it. I do want to clear the air a little bit here, family. Archangel Michael, Yeshua, Archangel Raphael, I ask your guidance and protection here as you preside over this reading with me. Help me be a clear channel for source and get the messages to the persons whom they're meant to receive them. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon, I ask your guidance and direction as well as the presence of Thoth, Lord Enki, and Ninhursag. Please put a protective barrier around me. Only beings of love and light are allowed into this reading. And our ancestors and all beings of the highest white light are welcome here if they have messages for me and or the collective. And so it is. Ashe. All right, family. So I am being guided to pull from the sacred symbols today. So we're going to get on in here and see where we go. We got healer here and earth. Okay. He is okay. So you're being called to, yeah, well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest because I know that I'm reading for other readers and light workers and healers and shaman and quite a bit of those. And if you don't think you fit into that category just yet, just hold on a minute because you probably do. You probably do. A lot of us are being called to be healers in ways that we may not even, our gifts are kind of coming online. We've been going through this transformation thing and rebirth thing and all of that. But yeah, there's a lot of folks that are awakening to the gifts of healing in ways that they may not have considered before. And, either you are bringing healing to the earth or it may be an earth sign involved, or you may be crossing paths with a healer. But either way, we're starting out on a good note there with the healer. I'm pretty sure that applies somewhat in your wheelhouse, though. We'll see. Oh, yeah, for sure. You might be being called to be a healer, but you also being called to heal yourself. The wellspring is here. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath, as well as Selkie. Come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. That's pretty clear. Let's see here. I think we need a little more light on the subject. Sorry about that. That's just weird. There we go. All those weird colors. Body care. I know. Hey, like I said, I mean, I can definitely resonate with the need for body care because that's kind of like I've known I'm going through this transformation thing. I'm going through it right along with y'all, but part of it getting down to that wire is it's not even another round of dark night. It's like a quiet time of introspection for some self-care, the things that we might have overlooked in the spiritual, like worried about the meditation in the dark night and dealing with all that other stuff. Sometimes it gets down to where we've got to take care of this avatar, this physical body as well, and that takes another bit of time out. The body heals when we're resting, and a lot of times we're so mentally and or physically busy you may not even understand the need for real rest. You think, well, I'm not doing as much. Maybe not. Yeah, spirit ain't playing. Cycle breaker. You'll get through it. Cycle ending. So you're gonna either voluntarily rest or spirit gonna put you in it, but I think it's better if we handle it voluntarily. Look, oh wow. Releasing the past, emerging, transforming, energies transmuted. Yeah. So you might have ducked and dodged this healing season, or not even may not even ducked and dodged, may not have just seen the need for it or understood that, but spirit is making it very clear in order for you to go into this next season, to get through this cycle. Like I said, we've been at the crossroads for a good minute, but in order to get through this, to complete the rebirth cycle, it's going to take a time out, releasing the past, letting this cycle end, and some serious self-care in this season. And sometimes the self-care, like we spend so much time forgiving everybody else and looking at this and that, and sometimes we're still stuck in a bit of the blame, or why aren't we here, why haven't we achieved it yet, or we put so much. There's a point of having to take accountability in order for us to heal, but there's a difference between taking accountability and unheaping unnecessary blame. We get so busy forgiving everybody else, we forget to forgive ourselves. Temperance is here. So we do have spirit assisting with this. Let's see what else is coming out here. Oh, the hangman is here. The 9 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So it's been a good minute. You don't see this because it's been slow going. And when you in this hangman energy, like I said, temperance is here. You needed the direction to get through this cycle. Spirit is calling for you to look at it differently. But when you're in that hangman energy, it's hard to see or feel the satisfaction of this 9 of Cups, because the reason you're in this hangman energy is because stuff just ain't looking right. You got to see it differently. And sometimes we be in hangman for a good minute. But on the other side of that, this is beautiful. 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. But then the Knight of Pentacles is here. So your manifestations are in process. But like I said, they've taken a little minute because we needed to do this healing. We need to see it for what it is. Closing out the cycles. But it's happening. You're releasing this past. Let's get a little bit of clarity here and see. Maybe is there a who or a what we need to release? Ooh, Lord, Hangman came out here again. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Cups is here with the Hangman. 9 of Cups, we're still in Hangman. Hermit. King of Swords. That's a lot. But let's take a look at it. See what's here. Okay, the Emperor. Let's see, we got Hermit, King of Swords. Oh, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, the World, the Eight of Cups, and the Emperor. Part of this is either the balancing of your masculine and feminine within yourself or a counterpart coming in. Queen of Pentacles is here, but the King of Swords is here with this Queen of Pentacles. So there was some decision making, communication needed, but there's also this healing of some family stuff. The melancholy family issue, maybe both of you. Like honestly, with the Knight of Pentacles hanging here and a double hangman in this hermit mode, you've been cooking up something. But Five of Cups, Eight of Cups is a need to, like I said, it's Five of Cups is kind of that crying over spilt milk, and the Eight of Cups is the decision to just walk away and leave this stuff once and for all. Just like for real, just closing that cycle and walking away. And you have to do that. But with the Emperor here, yeah, Hangman in hermit mode is serving it. It can serve you well, and I think maybe this double Hangman is just indicating that it has happened. It's taken a while because you do have this spiritual promise of this closing of the cycle, Wheel of Fortune, and it is definitely a spiritual promise of the closing of the cycle. This is the spiritual work in the middle, but we're ending out here. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the World. Once we walk away from this stuff. Let me see here. I want to look at this. Suffering in silence, yeah. That's what the hangman situation is about. Just a period of healing. That's what hangman in the Five of Cups, gathering this wisdom. That's part of hangman as well. Hermit mode, hangman. Yeah. Extracting the blessing from the lesson. The lessons hurt, but after we get to it, we got a crown chakra opening here. Let me see what else is down here. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Oh, wow. Crown chakra, spiritual strength, victory, and success. Wow. So it's been a pretty rejoicing celebration. Firm foundation. Okay. Yeah. This, it's been a long time coming, as they say, but the change gonna come. It's coming here. You're literally working your way with the Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune is halfway through the major arcana, and 21, the World is closing it out. Had a whole lot of stuff in here. Well, ain't even a whole lot. This is just buttoning up, walking away from the past. This Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups. Six of Cups, it looks all happy and pleasant, but there's oftentimes, especially if you had to do this hangman hermit scenario, this often indicates healing some kind of family trauma, generational something. It's pleasant kind of. This is the people that we love, but the people that you love are also the people that hurt you the most. There's a little bit of melancholy in the Six of Cups, and the fact that it came out here with, and spiritual strength is here with this crown chakra, wisdom, the suffering and silence. You're having to process the first layer of dark night. I think is just the knee-jerk reaction or the shutting down to get the pain away, kind of stop the owie, so to speak, then you have to go within to try to balance or understand why some of that things happen. And there's several layers in that too, because you can look at it from the standpoint of the karmic lesson, from the other person's side, the karmic lessons from what you contributed to it. Then you get to a point where you see the bigger spiritual picture as, okay, this isn't what happened to me, it's what happened for me. It felt uncomfortable then, but it was preparing me for something else. It was building this firm foundation. Doesn't feel like it at the time, and especially if your money ain't right. This Knight of Pentacles puts a hitch in a whole lot of our giddy up. You want to get to this 10 of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, and you got all of these plans to, you're seeing these beautiful visions and the things you want to do and all the rest of that. But let's face it, very often when you start receiving those beautiful visions, there's a whole lot of people still in your experience that cannot partake in your vision. It ain't for them, and we still be holding on to that stuff because it's familiar. And very often it's familial with the Six of Cups. And until we can learn, sometimes we have to suffer in silence, go through this hangman energy to remix that stuff, to heal it enough to understand that we have to release this stuff with love. Then we can get to the better part of the Six of Cups feeling, so that we can get to the victory and success, the rejoicing in celebration. And it does require wisdom and spiritual strength. And if you do it all of this with the way this is lining up with, between the Hermit energy and the Hangman, the World, the Emperor, this King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, there's a crown chakra opening here that's going to make all the difference. Let's see here. I want to, you know what? I don't even need those. I don't think we need none of that. I want to take a look at these, and then we're going to grab, I want to look at the light seers to see what kind of, because this got real spiritual real fast. I had some love decks, a few things. I didn't know where it was going to go, but yeah, this is graduation day is upon you. Something that you've really, really been wanting, that is in this closing of this cycle, it's going to come around. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. A grand symphony is here with the Rose's Kiss and opening to discovery. This is, I don't even want to call it a jackpot. It's kind of a spirit. Sometimes they tell you be careful what you ask for because you just might get it, but spirit will warn you of that too, but in a good way. You'd have manifested a whole lot of stuff and you might not have seen how it was coming or when it was coming. But once you let some of this stuff kind of settle out and close this cycle, there's a grand symphony here for you. Let me see here. The next several months to a year, 2 years, whatever it is for you in your cycle, once you shut down this other stuff and you're open to discovery, spirit is going to knock your socks off. Just wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. You thought you cooked up a lot of stuff and you didn't even dare to hope and dream. Some of the stuff that spirit has shown you in your mind's eye was so big and so beautiful. You thought that it was you making it up or just a daydream. I'm trying to tell you it ain't. Watch. Leave yourself open to discovery and see how spirit wows you. Look at here. Yeah, moon is here. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. And abundance is here. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Marriage is at the bottom of the deck. Oh, and the fool is at the top. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. And for those that are calling in love, it's here. It's right here. Let's take a look at the Lightworkers Oracle and then a Metatron card, and then we're going to be on up and out here. We ain't going to be at this too long today. because this is pretty straightforward and extremely beautiful. Yeah. This reminds me of bamboo. I don't know. I was sitting here thinking, you know how like bamboo will sit, well, it's not truly dormant, but its growing cycle, it looks dormant and it look like it ain't doing nothing, and it look like it ain't doing nothing, and it look like it ain't doing nothing, and you wonder if you'd have messed around and killed it, and then all of a sudden, in the year that it's supposed to bloom, it will sit dormant, I think, for what, like 5 years, and then it will shoot up like 50 feet in the sixth year. It just takes time. Our timing ain't always spirit's timing. You've been you and the thing is, it's been so subtle as the way spirit is taking you through it for your maximum healing at minimal pain. And I'm not saying it wasn't painful to some degree, but they've kind of steered you in ways that you didn't even realize that you were doing this healing cycle kind of subtly. You may not think you were doing anything. You've been sitting dormant like bamboo. But watch what's going to happen. Ascension. The rainbow bridge is here. Let me see. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, we got Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, Messages in the Numbers, 1111, and Merkaba, Spiritual Protection. I'm telling you, when you didn't even know. Some of us, and depending on where your spirituality started at, whether you were super religious or atheist, agnostic, whatever the case may be, there may be some evolution that was happening within you. You were under spiritual protection even before you even understood it, wanted it, or could even appreciate it, because you're being called for something that you couldn't see, something big and beautiful that's on the way. Because most of us that are calling in wealth, it ain't so that we can continue to rock on with the way wealth has been mishandled or misapplied in this day and time with all the greed and the this and that. Very many of us were manifesting health or wealth, excuse me, from a place of deep desire to help our fellow humans, to make a real change on the planet for something good. Yeah, to do something good for yourself and your family as well. But most of us aren't manifesting stuff just for ourselves. Look at here, Family and Archangel Sandalphon is at the split on this deck. And then we're going to take a look. Let me see. I just want to see what comes out of this deck for you. Ooh, Metatron Rainbow Bridge, always open. It's split there. I think those are the ones we're going to take. Healing, Pause to Receive, and Metatron Rainbow Bridge. Let me see if anything else wants to come out of this deck. As above, so below, and the ancestors. Wow. Appreciation and healing. Again, back to this healing. And we're going to take a minute and look at these because this is important. 18. You have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. I'm sorry, I got evening light here and I didn't realize. I hope you can see okay. Your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you physically expand, as you psychically, excuse me, expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakes within you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't want to tie us up too long, but yeah, it's just, well, I will give you the Oracle's message from this card. It says, hold on. Ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Simply allow the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During ascension, your life can change dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to rise from one reality into another. Even if your outer world doesn't change radically, internally you will feel as though you're living a different life. Eventually, the physical world changes will follow. Enjoy crossing the Rainbow Bridge into new consciousness, dear one. You have everything you need. You are ready for this. It is meant to be. Like I said, be open to these new discoveries because you got the Rose's Kiss here and this Grand Symphony. Now I'm gonna jump around. I want to jump back to the messages in the numbers. That's a spiritual connection. I don't think we need to read too much of that. Yeah, it says the universe is speaking to you through numbers from 1111 on your phone to the repeating number patterns that catch your eye. Information is being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence into your cellular awareness. You may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions of number frequencies. And it says numbers are energetic medicine. Now, let me see, 20. Merkaba, spiritual protection. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good, in all ways. And it talks about not, accepting spiritual cleansing now and not becoming energetically overloaded, and then also relaxing for as long as you need. It says this oracle is also confirmation for those of you who have been questioning if a relationship, person, or situation has been draining you or transferring negative energies or thoughts into your energy field. Your insights are correct, and you can now use this energy clearing process to remove the cords of attachment and release any negative energy from that person or situation. Now, of course, we've talked before about doing spiritual baths. But there is an invocation here that may help you, and I'm going to put it here so that you can stop and come back and repeat this invocation if you do need to do some further releasing of energies or things that don't serve you well. The invocation is, I call upon unconditionally loving divine protection. The sacred chamber of light, the Merkaba of divine light, is around me now. I choose of my own free will, under divine authority and grace, to release any and all connections, content, and contaminants that do not serve me through unconditional love. I choose of my own free will to take my life journey in the most joyful and loving way possible. I open to divine grace for cleansing and protection of my integrity at all times. I am free to simply be in truth of me. May all beings be blessed and protected. May all beings be happy and free. Through my own free will, so be it. That's a great invocation there. And then finally, from this deck, we have Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. You are elevating your vibration toward the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behaviors shall no longer have a place in your heart. Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation and evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. We increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. As you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will also be tests. These give the spirit a chance to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It's easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural laws prevail, so whether we're speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves as we grow, compassion allows forgiveness to flow more easily. There will also be tests of power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear or encourage them with love. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from some superiority you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the grace of the divine. I think that's what we want. You may feel the need to sacrifice yourself for others, but you are just as much in need of love as any other being on this planet. When you are full and overflowing, what you share with others can enhance you and them. It is not a choice between what nurtures you and what nurtures others, as if the as if though those were as if though those were competing needs. In the realm of the Christ, what nurtures you is actually nurturing for all. When you're feeling diminished or drained, you have been pulled out of the higher frequencies of peace and kindness to yourself, become trapped in unforgiveness or power games, or seduced by the lesser truths of another rather than the truth of your own heart. Christ calls to you now to receive his love for you and to allow your own heart to feel the grace and healing of this. Yeah. And again, this is Christ consciousness. This does not matter what spiritual system you subscribe to now. Truthfully, if you stop looking for God and start looking for Christ energy, that Christic light, you can find it in every spiritual system on this planet. It's just been perverted and twisted. The more misogynistic and whatever, there's a lot of other things. So this isn't talking about a religion. It's talking about the cosmic Christ. The invocation here is I call on the unconditional love of the Christ in the form of Christ consciousness, the sacred, peaceful, kind, and generous nature of my own heart. I open to receive an abundance of loving kindness from the universe in unlimited forms of blessing. I allow myself to give and receive freely. All that I want and need comes to me in accordance with the loving intelligence of divine timing. I feel much gratitude in my heart for the loving blessings and grace of the universe. May the light and love of the true Christ bless the hearts of all living beings, bringing peace, joy, and divine love. Through my own free will, so be it. And honestly, I think we're gonna leave it there. The Metatron cards are beautiful, but we don't need to do a whole lot of reading because it's basically they're repeating exactly what was here. We have healing, pause to receive, Metatron Rainbow Bridge, always open, and we had the Ascension Rainbow Bridge here. Ancestors, appreciation and healing. And as above, so below, heaven and earth. So you doing it, healer. You being called to heal others, but there's a times we're still healing ourselves, and that's okay. I think sometimes we rush ourselves because we see these visions and we want to do it and get there, and you got to get there. And take this time out. Spirit is working with it. Just focus on seeing this thing different and letting go of that which no longer serves us, and we're gonna be all right. It's happening. This is your message, and if this resonates with you, by all means, please claim this message energetically by giving the video a thumbs up. Share it with someone that maybe receive benefit from it as well. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not. I do thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I enjoyed it as well. And until next time, family, peace and blessings to you. I love you. Namaste.